Onegaishimasu. Welcome back to the Goju Karate Center. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, let's get the clock. So, apologies for being late. We had a few technical difficulties this morning. If I needed a hardcore clean and a reboot. And then, if anybody is watching from the rest of the southern hemisphere, we've gone from summer, we're currently in autumn, and I believe tomorrow winter arrives. So it's a little bit fresh, a little bit crisp outside. That's why I'm wearing a full tracksuit. The wind is whistling, it's kind of nasty weather. So, things got real this weekend. Suddenly realized by the 30th of this month, I will be standing somewhere in Okinawa trying to do grading. So we've only a few more weeks of hard work and then it's grading time. So let us get on with it. So just getting warm. And I grabbed whatever I could in the dark of the bedroom to wear. I might change out my top just now. Dojo is still reasonably warm. It hasn't gotten to that point where it's freezing cold. It's about 11 degrees inside. Most mornings for the last month it's been about 15. Backwards. It's been a very warm winter so far. If you think that the seasons fit in with the months, it's been more like a drawn out summer and a drawn out autumn. For the family business, it means my other phone is going to go crazy. Yeah, time to make some money. Gotta go clean lots of chimneys. Hopefully, touch wood. Elbows, other way, other arm, other way, wrists, other way, up and down, side, fingers. Change. And wrist. And change. shakeout. Okay. Another comment. Hello, JJ. Good morning. All right. Hey. Sanjay. One more time. So, Sanjin, and more Sanjin. Always trying to get a little bit of Sanjin. It's probably a little bit too fast still. The kata can be slowed down more. And much more squeeze on the muscles. And you start feeling that you're working a lot faster. So, higher speed kata is just to get into it, as they would sometimes say. And it's just getting the body a little bit warm. Hopefully you're all ready. Today we're going to train with some small kettlebells, repeats on the Ishisashi type drills to condition the shoulders, the lats, the traps, and then maybe a little bit of kettlebells, and maybe a sledgehammer or two. Alright, so Ishisashi type drills, anywhere between 3 and 5 kilograms, that you can work on the arms. If you JJ, then maybe just 1 kilogram is fine. Alright, let's just just 20 times, just slowly concentrating. Something that Sensei Lillian said to me this weekend. Sometimes left hand a little bit below right hand. So making sure hands equal. One of the best ways to do that is a slightly different exercise. Slightly different exercise to get hands equal under a certain amount of load. Get a barbell. This one's empty, but nothing on it at the moment. And then just practicing. In, out, back. In, out, back. In, out, back. Oh, I can see the left dipped a little bit. In, out, back. In, out, back. It's just allow you to focus on the problem to try and fix it. All right. So let's go to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Try and grip with your thumb. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Keep the thumbs in, and if possible, if you're doing technical bits, try and keep the fingers together. Good morning. See, some of these messages have been held for review. Oh well, maybe it was an osteotomy. Right. Yeah. Next version of the exact same exercise. 1, keep the elbow in. 2, so up, elbow in. Up, keep the elbow in. Don't let the elbow float out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, good morning. morning. Hello, Mia. Thanks for throwing an awesome party for the boys. 2, 3. All these kind of movements, that thumb in, fingers as close as possible. So these are my tweaks, things that I need to remember for my karate. Might not be important to you. Alright? So I'm just living through the channel. Okay, so we've done 1, 2, 3. Let's move on. A little bit of shikodachi and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. I don't know if I can still do it. 2, 3. Up, turn, pull. 4. Up. 5. Try to bring the hand up and off that. Up and off that. Up and off that. Up and off that. Up, off that. Don't hit yourself in the head with the kettlebell like I just did. And alright, a little bit sage. Obviously, these movements, we've covered this already. A lot of people just go, some people go, it's kind of in between. And then high block, low block, Jodan, uke, gedan, uke, ugedan, shotai. Or if you want to call it something cool, I use a judo name for it. I call it the Kata Gurama, the shoulder wheel, because of the application that I loved when I was a younger man. Seesaw syndrome. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingers together. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I'm just doing little bits today. I'm not doing a hectic workout. Just using isishashi, that continuous progressive resistance on the exercises to build muscle endurance on the exercises a little bit and to improve coordination a little bit. All right. 1, 2, the weight's too heavy for that. I'll have to get a lightweight. I think my wrist will snap if I go too low and the weight's coming off. Move on. Sanseru kata. Similar kind of movement. 2, 3. At this point I'm doing it all outside. 4. Outside high block. Down. 5. 6. Some schools do it differently. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. The shoulders really don't like this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. That's enough playing with the little kettlebells for now. So, training for me needs to tweak a little bit. So a bit of my karate training is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, grab 1, 3. 1, need to be lower. 2, 3, turn my back to you. 4, 1, lower. 2, 3, 4. How many is that? So we did the first one, we did the second one, we've done the third one, this is the fourth one, my fifth one, simple 1, 2. So if you see me doing these 5 silly movements, these are my pre-arranged Kehon Bonkai, alright, which for people who do MMA and street fighting and everything else and real fighting are meaningless. They are to show the application of the kata that I'm demonstrating as my Tobui kata, my favorite kata while I'm in Japan, and as part of my grading process. So, not very important to anybody else, but to me it's got to polish them a little bit. So, good morning, Nepal. Do I have a favorite kata? Of course I have a favorite kata. Everybody's got a favorite kata, but it's not always the same. My favorite kata for the last couple of years, because it's probably the kata that I'm probably best at, is maybe Sepai. And I really like the complexity of the kata. I like the way the movements are. I like the way the kata feels. I like the way my body feels when I do the kata. It's the reason it is my favorite kata. Less favorite katas or anything where I have to stand on my right leg lifting my left knee. So Saifa and Kururumfa maybe not so nice for me, and then maybe Superumpe with the spinning, turning, landing for the jump kick. I've got to work on that a little bit. And that's because my knees are sore. So there's a good logical reason why a person may have a kata that is their favorite. And I suppose as you get older and older, you go from having these long, complicated kata that have application, and maybe your favorite kata becomes tensho or sanshin, because those are the katas that are easier to do. You can do them several times over, and they maybe bring a better quality of life to you. So your favorite kata will change over time. When I was a young 20-year-old, my favorite kata was Sisoshin. As a kid growing up in the dojo, my favorite kata was Giksan-H. So I was competing in dojo tournaments. I used to do Giksan-H, sometimes Giksan-Ni, against all my classmates who were doing Saifa, Seven-Shin and Sisoshin. I never was the great kata person. I never won all the medals. That was it. And then one day one of my seniors said to me, "Stop doing Giksan-H, please, would you try and do Sisoshin?" And the next minute I was winning medals. And so, you know, when you're 10 years old, that's kind of important. It changes as you go. So as you progress through life, your favorite kata may change, and it may become a more simple kata. It may just become that you're growing into your karate. So hopefully that answers your question. I hope you're happy with that. So now time for a little bit of kettlebells. And the idea with kettlebells is heart rate up. So I'm not training with a super heavy kettlebell. I'm using a 12 kilogram, a little bit under the weight, but It's just to get the body going. I might switch out just now and pick up something a little bit heavier. Oi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Alright. 40 kettlebell swings about a minute. Alright. It's core activation exercise. 30 seconds of break is nearly up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm working on the clock. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Change direction. 1, 2. We hit the 30-second mark. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Done. Time. 30 seconds of breather. Next one, round your head. Ready? 30 seconds of break is nearly up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. 30 seconds breather. 30 seconds one side, floor to overhead. 30 seconds one side, floor to overhead. I'm going to take like a 3-point start position. Ready? Here we go. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Switch out. We've lost 2 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Straighten the arm. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think more to do. 13, 14, and 15. Sledgehammer, big chishi. Another 30 seconds of breathing. First exercise is to simply pole strike and change hands between left and right as you're doing it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hit, change hands. Try drop it behind. Drop it behind. Add in the extra swing. Tree chop next. Down, up with a squat in between. Use the squat to push the strike up. Okay? 45 down cut, 45 up cut, squat. Use your body. Trying to get full mechanical workout. Go. 30 seconds is up. Let's go. 1, down, up. Down, up. 30, we chain. Change, 30 seconds. Next exercise, cold shovel. It's a double action movement, and again, there's that little squat in between. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, drop for flexibility. 6, 7, 8. Time. It's like, so at this point we've got 4 and 4, effectively 1 Tabata. Last drill, standing paddle, 30 seconds per side, dig far in front of you. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Switch. 1, 2. Shoulders are burning. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Time. The water is running. I'll look at messages just now. 2 Sunshin, or 2 Tensho at least, sorry. Tensho. Tensho. that is my workout for today. Now, get a pair of glasses. I think I threw a pair here somewhere. Oh, it might steam up quickly. Oh, sorry, I'm staying up too much now. I'm glad that everybody is having a good conversation, good, clean conversation. That's my first thing. Second thing is I am testing for 6-dan Rokudan in Okinawa at OGKK, which is our resident federation that we belong. Generic YouTuber, do whatever makes you happy. And if that means you go and you do Muay Thai, then go do Muay Thai. If it means you join an MMA club and you learn to do a bit of Muay Thai, a little bit of boxing, a little bit of grappling, a bit of Japanese or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if it makes you happy, that's what you ought to do. All right? It's, you know, you happen to be 80 years old and you want to do Muay Thai, it might not be a good idea, but if you're young and physical, now Muay Thai is fantastic, especially if you're in the prime of your life, to build and develop. Gets a little bit harder as you get older. That's one of the downsides of Muay Thai, and you might find then that you look for something a little bit more gentle on the body, easy on the joints, and just keep you going. All right, that's why we're trying to conserve the idea of martial art for life and for your well-being. So if your well-being is needing very physical, I don't think you can go wrong with the options you've put up there. The other option is to go and do a little bit of judo or grappling. They're all very intense. So thank you very much, Dylan. Yeah, grading is to crack the nod is one thing. To go is a totally different experience. To grade in Japan for karate people is like really ticking all the boxes. And to grade in a legitimate organization at a heavy grading, that's kind of the goal for us. And in the meantime, transferring the knowledge here where I live in South Africa onward to my students. And through YouTube to everybody else who's interested in what we have to teach. And we can take something of benefit from it, even if you do MMA. I steal from the MMA guys down the road all the time. A good friend of mine runs a very, very Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu club. And I like to steal from people I know who train with him. It's really, really what happens. Hey, that's it for today. Arigato gozaimasu, wherever you are in the world. Have an awesome week. It's the start of a new week. And yeah, for all the people in South Africa, autumn has arrived. Tomorrow, the next day, winter is here. Cheers. Have a good one. Okay, the Shoreikan, yeah. About 6 years on a black belt is normal. If you were a black belt before, it may be a shorter time frame depending on how the organization sees your adjustment. Some organizations are super strict. You know, you've come from somewhere else, you're not an existing Shoreikan black belt, sorry, you start at white belt and start all the way over again. But my personal feeling is that if you have an underlying martial arts ability, it must go in your favor, and maybe you,
like I call my students who come back and students who come from other martial arts who are brown or black belts, I say to all my new white belt students, they're undercover, they're in camouflage, and usually at their first grading they go from white to about green, and then from green to about brown, and then the time starts. But I'm radically different. I understand the Western mindset is very different from the Japanese or Okinawan mindset. So good luck with your training. Yeah, it's one of the serious, legit routes, the Shoreikan. I hope you have awesome training. Yumbi Undo, I think it's got a different name in the Shoreikan. The warm-up exercises, the stretching, etc. is incredibly important in that facet. Cheers. Have a good one. We're out of here.